Hello there everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to film a really exciting video because myself and Jess have actually come to the East Midlands designer outlet owned by McArthur Glen. I've never ever been here before, but the shops that they've got sound amazing. They've got an M&S outlet, an Adidas, a Nike, a Puma, loads of food places. I'm going to go and see if they've got like a little map so we've got a directory of the shops and we can figure out what loop we're going to do. But I'm going to bring you all along with me and I am so excited. Managed to park right next to the M&S outlet, loads more shops down here and the Adidas store here. I think we may as well start in M&S because that's the main reason why we came. I actually am fuming because I already own these pyjamas and their half price was £28, now 14, and it's the same for all of them. They're all half price pyjamas. Again, these are some of my favourite ones and they're £14, but they do have these little sets, so I'm going to have a little look at these and see what they've got. These ones are quite cute, but I don't really want to pay £20 for it. Maybe I'm just being stingy. Right, I'm going to ignore the pyjamas because I actually already own a lot of the ones that are in here, and I'm going to head down towards the women's wear. They've actually got a lot more than I thought they would have. Jeans, activewear, summer clothes, the lot. These are the jeans that I wear in the winter and these are £25, but I don't think there's anything wrong with my ones from last year, so I'm going to give that a miss. I've been waiting until this section's empty because these are the white tops that I wear, but also look at all the stripy ones. Oh, that one at the end, the pale blue, gorgeous. I literally love all of these. This is a pale blue one, this is an orangey one, and this is a green. I might get all three. Not me finally being able to look at the little girls' clothes again because my sister's having a baby girl. I am so excited. I do quite like all of this stuff, but I remember her saying that she wanted to go for more of a plain vibe, but I'm not sure if that's just because she hadn't found out she was having a girl yet. I'm going to double check with her because I wouldn't want to get anything that she doesn't like. We're already having a very successful day and we were just about to dash across to Adidas, but in the car park there's this bus. Let me show you. It says welcome to the book bus, always up to 70% off retail price. So you know, as two book girlies, we're heading straight there. Okay, never mind, it was all children's books, but if you're in the market for them, they had loads. We're now going to go to Adidas. Again, this shop is absolutely massive. They've got so much in here. Quite like these navy shorts that the model's wearing, but I just don't know if I would feel comfortable enough to wear them out and about or to the gym. I like the top that they've paired it with too. I'm not really keen on a lot of the colour options they've got on the clothes, but I will come down and have a look at the shoes. I can't say that these are my favourite shoes, but these are meant to be £80 and they're reduced to 16. It's in the men's section, so it's not for me, but wow, what a good deal. Not only do we have a Mountain Warehouse outlet, but we have one that's 70% off with loads of stuff on final clearance, so you know that this is going to be good. We've found the graphic t-shirts. Not massively keen on this one, however, this one, big sleigh. This one, it's very simple, but it's enough. They're all only £6 as well. I found this stripy top from £30 down to I think £9.99. It's a little bit tighter on the arms and stomach than I would like, but I think it'd be perfect for under my dungarees in the autumn when it gets a little bit chillier. This pack of socks is the ones that I, oh no, hold on. These ones are the ones that I wear with all of my leggings, and they're half price of any purchase, so I'm going to get those being as I'm getting my stripy top. It's just coming up to 12:30 and I said to Jess I can't do any more shopping until I've had something to eat. We've both gone for different things because the food court here is laid out so that you can all just get a little bit of everything. So I've got a Greek, I went for a chicken gyros just because I'm going out for dinner with my sister this evening and I didn't really want anything massively heavy, but look how good it looks. I don't even know if you can see. Chicken, chips, salad. That was a good choice. They've got a fat face section in the next, and some of the stuff is actually quite nice. I would have really liked these dungarees just to upgrade my cheap pair, but I've had a little flip through and they're all 22 small or 22 regular. Definitely worth me remembering though, because Fat Face is one of my favourite brands. All of their basic block colour t-shirts are £3.50 or £2.50, so really not bad. They've got vest tops here too. I quite like this denim style dress, but I don't know if I like it enough to spend £18.50 on it. If I wasn't trying to be a money saving queen then I absolutely would, but I'm really trying to be careful and conscious. If anyone was ever in the market for a new pair of jeans, then this is an amazing place to come. They've got some for as little as £9. We've reached the point that I was actually most excited for. I've also just realised that there was a big blurry mark on my camera. I've got no idea how long that's been there for, so I do apologise if it's been there the whole time. Oh my goodness, this is literally my idea of heaven. I wanted Cadbury Caramel last night and was going to go to the shop, but I didn't get a chance, and look at them all. Not gonna lie, that was really disappointing. The bags, how much were the bags in Cadbury again? £4.99? £4.50 the bags were, but they only had 5 Cadbury Caramels in. I swear it's just cheaper than that in Tesco or Asda or whatever your normal supermarket is. We've got one more shop that we want to go to, and that's Nike, which I'm looking at now. I feel like we might be saving one of the best till last. I'm gonna have a quick look in the kids section first, because not to alarm anybody to send out search and rescue to look for my waist, but I can actually fit into the extra large kids t-shirts. Like this one's quite a nice option, and again, extra large kids is £13.99, but then you get to take 30% off the lowest ticketed price. You can also take 50% off the lowest price on the leggings, which means that some of these are only going to come out at like £15, which I think is such a bargain. It was very loud in the shop, so I couldn't show you everything that I wanted to, but I've got 3 things in the changing rooms in Nike, so let's try them on. Ignore the fact that I've tucked my dress in to show you, but this is definitely a yes. It's grey, it's really thin, lightweight, just a nice top for when I eventually start the gym, I'm hoping. It's got the little logo there. I don't think you can really see too well in the changing rooms, but I think this is £11.50, so I'm going to get this. It's exactly the same situation for this top. I'm sorry the lighting is so bad, but it's a nice pinky peachy colour and the logo is the same. I also picked up one of the classic grey hoodies. It feels so buttery soft. I got it in a large women's. I do have one in an extra large kids, but ideally this fits me a little bit better, obviously. So I think I'm going to get this because it was £40, but now it's going to be down to 20.
A few moments later.
We've literally just walked through the door about 3 minutes ago, and before I sit down and get myself comfortable, I thought I would give you a haul of everything that I've picked up, otherwise I'm just not going to do it. Before I do that though, I will just quickly say I had no idea what to really expect in terms of what discounts you get in these stores before going, because I've never been to a designer outlet before in my life. But I was really impressed. I do think we were quite spoiled at the start going into M&S and seeing things that were half price. But M&S was really good. Next was really good. They just didn't really have too much in my size or that tickled my fancy. And Mountain Warehouse was really good as well. I was really impressed with the graphic tees in there. And Nike was really good at the end as well. Other places were okay, but they more had like 15% off, 20% off. And I was also trying to be a little bit conscious on what I was picking up because I didn't want to spend loads and loads. Anyway, let's get into the haul. I do think you've probably seen most of the stuff because I tried to pick up the camera as much as possible. I started off in M&S, picking up this white t-shirt. These are just the ones that I wear underneath my dresses or just as t-shirts on their own. They are fitted, and I mean, to be honest, this one looks quite grey. I feel like it needs to go around and wash a bit because my other ones usually look a bit more white than that when I pick them up from the shop. But these are usually £9.50 and I got this for £6.50. This one is one that I've never seen in M&S before, like when I've been into the normal shops, and I love it. I love the orange, I love the blue. I did also try to pick it up in the green and the baby blue one that I showed you, but again, they didn't have my size. I got this in a 14, so it was slightly bigger. And this one was meant to be £8.50 and it was £5.50, so I was very happy with that. Big fat bargain. We then moved on round and I didn't get anything for a few shops, and then we went into Mountain Warehouse and I did pick up this stripy top that I tried on. As I said to you, I thought it would be good under dungarees, and then these were half price with any purchase, so these are usually £10, but I got them for £5. Oh, I also picked up this card from M&S. It says, "You're feeling blue, it stinks, but I'm here for you," with a picture of Stilton cheese on it. I always just keep a little stack of cards of happy birthday, ones like this, congratulations, well done, just in case any random events pop up. I like to try and be prepared for them. And this was also half price, it was only 75p. So I grabbed that whilst I was in there. This is very exciting. We went to the lint shop and I was trying to show you in there, but there was ladies and like a family standing right where I wanted to try and film, so I didn't really capture much. But they do have a new lint chocolate at the minute, which is shortbread, and I believe obviously inside there'll be shortbread pieces or one big piece of shortbread. So I got one of those to try, And then I also picked up the coconut, which is top tier, and stracciatella, which is top tier. In fact, those are the other way around. I didn't go too overboard just because I am trying to be a little bit healthier in my day-to-day life. And then in Nike, I was really disappointed because I felt like in the changing rooms you couldn't see too well on camera the colours of what I picked up. But this was the first top that I tried on. It's like very lightweight, grey, basic top, and at the back it's got that mesh material, so if I'm getting really sweaty, hopefully it's gonna air me out a little bit. And then I love the colour of this one. This is exactly the same style of top, like workout-y material, but it's in this nice pink peachy colour. I like the tick logo as well. I thought that was really nice. Both will go well with my standard black leggings. And then this was the hoodie that I tried on, which I actually think you saw pretty well in the changing room, but it just feels so soft. I'm really happy that I picked that up. But that is everything that I got whilst we were at the East Midlands Designer Outlet. I would definitely do a return visit, perhaps with Christmas presents in mind, because there were a few shops that I could have gone in today, like Claire's for example, that I was like, oh, I could get something for my nieces, but I was struggling to think of myself and other people at the same time, and it still feels a little bit early even for me to be doing my Christmas shopping. So a return visit is definitely on the cards, but also let me know if there's any other designer outlets that you've been to that aren't necessarily like Prada, Louis Vuitton, Gucci, and are more like day-to-day brands, if you like, that I would shop in for myself. So do let me know if you've got any recommendations, because I'd definitely be interested in going to some other ones as well. But other than that, I actually think I'm going to bring this video to a close, because I could have carried on filming my weekend, but I actually just planned to keep it as a designer outlet so that if anyone's interested in going there, they can see what it looks like. So thank you very much for watching. I do really hope you've enjoyed. Definitely some more vlogs coming your way, but if you've got any other video ideas that you'd like me to film, then do let me know and I will try and get round to doing them all. But other than that, I hope you have a lovely weekend, day, evening, whenever you're watching this, and I'll catch you soon in the next one. Goodbye.